Hello everyone and welcome back to the At Peace Within YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be giving you a reading about what your twin flame's message to you is. So we've got three options here. We've got the amber, we've got the malachite, and we've also got the amethyst. So feel free to pause this video, take a moment, feel into your heart, whichever stone calls out to you. There will be timestamps posted below. So without further ado, let's find out what the message is for you. For those of you that picked the amber, we've got the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So a lot of what I'm getting of this pile is your twin flame is really thinking about you. They're really planning a future with you. They're taking this very seriously. They're very committed to you. But there is something that is stopping this commitment from manifesting on the outside. And this has to do with the Two of Swords card over here. The Two of Swords is a card of avoidance, right? When there's an important decision to be made about something, but we're holding back because we don't really want to face it, we don't want to be bothered with it, it seems too hard. A message I'm getting from a lot of you is that you may be, or your twin flame may be married or in another relationship with a soulmate or a karmic partner. And I'm getting this message mostly from the Ten of Swords, like it's about endings and not wanting to put an end to the current situation because maybe there is some comfort in there. But this comfort is an illusion because you're not designed to be with anyone but your twin flame, and your twin flame was designed to be with you. So even if you are with a soulmate, your heart will never be truly satisfied, and vice versa. If they're with a soulmate, their heart won't be ever fully satisfied. I pulled another two cards when it came to the Two of Swords to see what the issue you're both avoiding is, and we've got the Knight of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Knight of Coins has to do again with material comfort and a conservative way of life and way of being, and also it has to do with having a plan for your life, right? That is very specific, and you're sticking with this plan. However, on the other hand, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's about the flow of life, which is divine, right? There are so many beautiful surprises awaiting when you choose to surrender to that. But I get the feeling that you and your twin flame are both holding on to this old paradigm of being and relating, instead of just flowing with the divine. Those of you that have been considering leaving your current relationship in order to pursue your twin flame, the answer is a definite go ahead, because you might be fearing that it will be painful, because the Ten of Swords is about painful endings, right? And it doesn't have to be painful. There is actually so much joy in releasing what no longer serves you. And you will definitely feel the weight be lifted off you. So if you truly want to make it work with your twin flame, if you really want to be with your twin flame, there's nothing stopping you from being with them. And settling for someone else when you're not fully satisfied, this does not help. And it will not move you forward on your twin flame journey, because your twin flame is you, so they're reflecting your choice to settle for less when you could have your perfect partner. It is not just possible, it is guaranteed that you will have your union when you commit to it. So there is nothing to fear here. The Three of Wands is also about, it's a great reassurance, because yes, there will be blocks in your path that you will have to work through. Perhaps it's communication, perhaps it's uncertainty, all those things you will have to work through in order to be with them. However, you can prepare for those. You do not have to do this alone, and you do not have to go about this journey unsupported and feeling lost. If you don't know where to start, I have several resources linked in the description box, so you can check those out. And the Three of Wands is also about venturing into the unknown, as well as, the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's about things changing, the constant motion of life. You're not meant to be stagnant in life. So your message from your twin flame is to surrender and release what no longer serves you in order to claim that dream life of yours. Claim that romance that your heart is crying out for so much. It is safe to release what no longer serves you, because when you release that, you will instantly feel the relief, and that space the divine will fill immediately when you choose that. So it's absolutely safe to release your fear of being unsupported here, because you're truly very, very supported. The divine loves you, and the divine really wants you to be happy, wants you to have this beautiful romantic love life that you so desire. Another message I'm getting from the Two of Swords is that you're numbing out to how you feel about your current situation. Again, you might be thinking, everything is practical, everything is working out fine, why should I change now? Even though I desire to be with this person so much. But what I say here is that this person desires to be with you as much as you desire to be with them. You're one at the core. So by releasing what no longer serves you, you open up a space in your life to invite them in. Because they cannot come into your life when you do not have the space ready for them. And this is not something that happens outside of you. The courage is inside of you, and you can claim it now. You can be bold. It is safe to listen to your heart. It is safe to follow it all the way. There's a reason why it feels so bad not to follow your heart. Because you're meant to do it. You're meant to listen to this loving guidance and live your life accordingly to it. And sure, it might not be the most stereotypical way of being that you're used to. It might even feel really revolutionary, or because it goes against so much of what we've been taught about relationships, right? But it is absolutely safe to do that. The Ten of Swords is also carries the message of you to release the victim mentality. You're the co-creator of your life, you and the divine, so it's perfectly safe, to claim this power and move forward with purpose, move forward with bravery, with boldness. This romance that you so desire, it is not out of reach for you. It is definitely within reach. All you need to do is reach out for it. If you desire it, you cannot just wait for it to arrive someday, because you're the co-creator of your life. So if you're not willing to co-create this reality with the divine, then it will not happen, no matter how much you wait. So you can release the waiting energy and just go ahead and claim what you desire. And don't worry about it not being returned, because your twin flame loves you as much as you love them. They desire you as much as you desire them. So it is absolutely safe. So I have 2 cards from the Romance Angels deck. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So what I'm getting from these 2 is that you're still at the stage in your relationship where you're still getting to know each other. It's very fresh, it's very exciting, and it's good. It's good to go on with that feeling, and you desire to get to know your twin flame as much as they desire to get to know you. So, go ahead and get to know each other, have those conversations. Communication might not be as you expect it to be, so you can release those expectations and just commit to loving yourself and your twin flame unconditionally, no matter what happens. One of the keys to attaining your harmonious union is compassion and forgiveness, and accepting your twin flame, and by extension yourself, just the way you are right now. Of course, you do not have to stay in the situation forever. If you're not satisfied with the communication, you can always go within and heal it with a mirror exercise. But accepting where you are right now instead of struggling against it, it's how you heal the situation. This card is also a nice message of getting to know yourself, because when you get to know yourself deeper, your twin flame reflects that choice, and they get to know themselves deeper. They seek you out more to get to know you more. So this is a great way to deepen communication if that's something you've been struggling with. Healing family issues card, again, it goes very nicely hand in hand with the Knight of Coins over here. Like perhaps you were used to things being a certain way in your family, your parents' relationship, and you're thinking, it worked out for them, so it will work out for me. I'll just stay in the comfort of whatever, and listening to my heart is too much. It's too bold, too much. I will not be supported, but it is safe. And it is safe to not live the way everybody else does. We're all unique children of the divine. So the journey you're being called to take will not be the same as the one of your parents, of your friends. And it's okay, because you've got the divine as your support here. So this is why it is safe. You can ask for the divine to take you by the hand here and lead you through this journey. It's very, very easy. It's very effortless. You do not have to struggle with this alone. Another message I'm getting from the Healing Family Issues card is perhaps there's an issue with their family, your family, perhaps they don't approve of this relationship. Again, this is a block that you can heal within, because you're meant to be with your twin flame. There is nothing that is truly stopping you in the universe, not a force that can do that. If you experience the contrary, then this is just a block to be healed, and it's nothing to get hopeless about. It is actually very easy. So when you heal this upset, it will just stop reflecting in your life, and everything will be just fine. The next two cards are from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Yes, just say yes and trust the niggle. What's the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Again, this goes hand in hand with the numbing out message I got earlier, like trust the uncomfortable feeling that there is right now. Like, okay, something doesn't feel good here. What is it that doesn't feel good? And why doesn't it feel good? It's safe to go within and see what it is. You do not have to settle for something that does not feel completely juicy. Of course, it's always a process of deepening into your perfect life. You do not wake up one day and just do the healing work once and boom, it's done, it's over. It is a journey, it is a process of deepening the relationship you have with life itself. And it's a really beautiful process and a beautiful adventure. So trust what your intuition is telling you, trust what your heart is telling you, and you can move forward fearlessly, like the yes card. Just say yes to what your heart desires. Say yes to the peaceful feeling, say yes to love. And your twin flame will reflect that as soon as you say yes to this love, to this relationship, they will definitely reflect that. So you can release any thoughts of you being separate from each other. You work as one consciousness, you choose as one. You do not choose separately. So there's no running and chasing in truth here. If one of you is running, both of you are running. So again, it is safe to trust the feeling over here and say, okay, what doesn't feel bad here? Where am I running from myself? And just love yourself there and assure yourself that it's all right. It's perfectly safe to be loved. And you deserve to be loved abundantly. And your twin flame desires so much to love you and give you this love, but because you choose as one, they can only love you as much as you're willing to love yourself. But as soon as you say yes to loving yourself, they will reflect that so much. And they will keep reflecting that as you choose to deepen into this relationship with yourself and the divine. So this is all I have for you, pal number one. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to click the like button and subscribe for more twin flame readings and juicy content. If you'd be interested in a personal reading, feel free to check out the description below for more information. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome, group number 2, those of you who picked the Malachite. So, your cards are the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the 8 of Coins. So, the message I'm getting from these cards are that your twin flame is really hopeful that this is going to work. They trust, they have faith in the process. And it's safe for you to have faith in the process too. Both of you are going through a rebirthing process in which you're releasing what no longer serves you and moving into claiming what is for you. This could take many forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the romance realm of your life. It could be a job, it could be friendships even. It could be, even objects like this couch no longer serves me, no longer feels good to have this here. I no longer feel comfortable in it, so just throw it away, get a new one that feels very supportive and you can really enjoy relaxing on it. So I'm sensing lots of upgrades in both of you. And this is really, really exciting. So the Queen of Swords is a card of direct, clear communication. So your twin flame desires to communicate with you from an authentic place. They're seeking the truth. They don't want the drama. And I'm sure you don't want the drama either, because it's really exhausting. And in fact, there doesn't have to be any drama in your twin flame union. That's just an illusion. It is actually a really peaceful, easy relationship you can have. And it's a matter of choosing to claim this peace and have a peaceful relationship with them. You also claim that by surrendering to love, which is really safe to do. It's the safest thing you can do, surrender to love. With the Eight of Coins, I'm getting that some of you are getting really tired of, oh, I'm experiencing the same situation over and over with my twin flame. And the Eight of Coins is a card of mastery. And you've heard the phrase, practice makes perfect, right? So your twin flame journey is about mastering spiritual lessons. So if you're experiencing the same situation over and over with your twin flame, it is here to be healed. And many upsets have layers to them. So you will experience what looks like the same thing over and over. But it is safe to be compassionate with yourself, with your twin flame about this. And just keep working on healing this. Keep loving yourself there. And keep loving your twin flame unconditionally through this. It doesn't have to stay this way forever. However, you do need to learn those lessons in order to come together. Your twin flame reflects your consciousness because you share it, right? So if you're refusing to communicate with yourself, for example, if you're not listening to your heart, your twin flame will reflect that. So it's about learning to communicate with yourself, learning to honor your heart, learning to commit to yourself and follow your heart no matter what. This is the underlying lesson of all of this. It's not for them to punish you or, the universe is not cruel. But in order to gain mastery in something, you need to have those lessons, right? So it's safe to trust that you aren't going in circles here. You're only going deeper into the lesson. You're learning more. You're mastering loving yourself at the core. This is what this is. And at the end of it, you get your union. So it's a win-win. Your twin flame teaches you to love yourself, and you also get them in the process. It's a really, really beautiful process. The next two cards I have for you are from the Romance Angels deck. Calling in your soulmate and separation. So, soulmate is used interchangeably with the term twin flame about your own true love. So it's about calling in your twin flame, this card at the core. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, if you're stuck in a situation in which you're constantly thinking that, oh, this is never going to work out, this is impossible, I'm never going to be with this person even though my heart desires them so much, then the universe responds accordingly. Because your choices and thoughts shape your reality. In order to get your union and get this juicy relationship that you so desire, it is important to trust that your twin flame is already there, your relationship is already there. It's just a matter of you rediscovering who you are to each other. And you're just going back to love here. You never lost anything. You're just returning to your original natural state, which is one of union with your twin flame. Many people say that, oh, your twin flame just comes into your life to teach you a lesson and then they fuck off so you can be with a soulmate. But this is not the case. Your twin flame is your ultimate lover. They're your ultimate teacher. And you're eternally meant to deepen into love and create together this beautiful life that you're dreaming of. So it's safe to release this negative self-talk about, you never getting this perfect love, and instead shift your perspective into, yes, I'm getting there every day, and every upset I heal is a step closer to this. And even what seems like little small steps, they're important because they're still steps forward. By giving up, you're never ending up where you desire, but by persevering and when you keep going deeper, this is how you eventually get there, right? And it's not even about eventually getting there, right? It's your natural state, as I said before. So it's a matter of just removing the blindfold here. And this happens in a way that is most compassionate to you. But when you affirm that you will stop at nothing to get this beautiful divine love, then the universe will respond accordingly. And there will be tests sometimes, right? But they're here for you to prove that you're committed to this. You're committed to following your heart and honoring this call that you feel for this person. And it's safe also to release the thought that, oh, they wouldn't look at me a second time, or like they don't care about me. because at the core, you're designed to love each other. So all the love you give to yourself, they offer to you. They mirror that. So they love you as much as you love them. They desire you as much as you desire them. But unlike with a soulmate relationship, you do not go outside of you and convince them to love you. You do not have to do something other than love yourself, romance yourself, give acceptance and, kind words to yourself. And this is how they start reflecting it as well. And this is how it works between twin flames. The separation card. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, but it's only because you believe in separation. There's a part of you that still believes that you need to be separate, or that you will never come together, that you're experiencing the separation. The moment you dissolve these thoughts, then you will experience union with your twin flame. It is only a matter of you mastering those lessons, again, in releasing separation consciousness and seeing the truth of your relationship to your twin flame. And only then will you attract this love into your life. And it doesn't have to be a hard process. It doesn't have to be impossible. Again, there's lots of support available to you. I have several links in the description box if you don't know where to start. And the other message is that, keep hopeful, as with a star card, and calling in your twin flame, right? There's no need to lose hope here. These are just blocks to be healed. They are not the truth. They're just ego and fear-based thoughts, and they do not have the power here. Love has the power here. And there's nothing stronger than love. And the next two cards I have for you are from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. And Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. So, I think it's pretty clear that you're already doing it card. Hey, you're already healing so much. Like, keep going. This is encouraging. Like, keep the faith strong. It's safe to surrender your expectations and allow the divine to surprise you here and romance you perfectly here. Because we do not have the full picture as human beings, right? But the divine does have the full picture, and the divine knows you perfectly. So it's safe to surrender to those surprises. It's safe to surrender to the journey, and know that you're supported no matter what challenge may come your way today, tomorrow, in 3 months from now. You have the power here. You have the power to heal this. You have the power to overcome this. You have the power to be triumphant and claim this love that you so desire. And your twin flame is working on this right there beside you. Their process of inner work might look different, but they too are doing their own part of the healing. So it's safe to focus on your own part of the healing here and let them focus on theirs. Everything in your reality is there for a reason, so it's up to you to heal this. You can take responsibility. It is safe. So the Sisterhood of the Rose is about being devoted to seeing and creating beauty in every area of your life. So, like, focus on the beautiful things, be grateful, count your blessings. This is how you attract more of them. This goes hand in hand with the affirmation in the Calling Your Twin Flame card, right? When you affirm that, okay, I have all those things to be grateful for, look at all my blessings, even if they're just small, tiny things, they don't have to be anything crazy. You affirm that you are abundant, you affirm that you already have this. So the universe responds accordingly. That's how you manifest what it is that you desire. This is also a card about perhaps you've been thinking about claiming your spiritual teacher, or working with a coach, and this is a really great opportunity to do so, because you don't have to do this alone, and it's really great support to work with a coach or teacher in this, because it's so much more supportive to your healing. You get to heal through your upsets much faster, and you get to progress on your journey much faster. It's a really valuable tool to have the right teachers at your disposal. If you've been thinking about this, then this is a sign that it's absolutely safe to invest in yourself, invest in a coaching relationship, invest in your twin flame teacher, However, you need to be careful about who you trust as your teacher. And check in with your heart, right? So if they're saying things like, you're not meant to be with your twin flame, or their teaching has you just going in circles and never really moving forward at all, or they're promoting beliefs in separation, or that your twin flame is outside of you, then it's not a really good idea to invest in those teachings, because they'll just hold you back. You're meant to have this, and the more you affirm that you're not meant to have this, the more it will keep you back. So why wouldn't you want to claim the love of your life right now? Why would you need to wait? So it's a good idea to be vigilant about who you trust as your twin flame teacher. And work with the person that your intuition feels really good about, right? And notice their teachings. What are they promoting? And if it feels peaceful in your heart, then it's a good sign. Your heart is meant to know the truth of your being. If it feels peaceful, because truth always feels peaceful, then it's good to move forward in your relationship with them. If not, then it's time to move on from them. So this is all I have for you, pal number 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, feel free to click the thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings and other juicy content. I also offer personal readings and one-on-one coaching to help you in your twin flame journey. So if you'd be interested in that, check out the description below. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome group number 3, those of you who picked the Amethyst stone. Your cards are the Queen of Coins, the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So, the first message I'm getting here is that a lot of you are feeling very unsupported in your journey and feel like you're just fighting this battle alone, and you feel on the verge of giving up, you feel disappointed, you feel very alone. The message from your twin flame here is that you're not alone. You're in this together. You're one consciousness. You're one being at the core. So even if it looks like you're struggling on your own and they're not doing anything and they're just sitting on their ass, right? This is not the case, because you share one consciousness. So if you're working on this partnership, if you desire this partnership, so do they. It's impossible for you and your twin flame to choose separately of each other, because you were created as one being at the core, and that is the truth of your being. Another message I'm getting is that giving up is not the way forward, right? Your heart will never be satisfied being with a soulmate or a karmic or whoever, because you were not designed to be with either of those. You were designed to be with your twin flame, who is designed as your perfect lover, your perfect complement, your perfect teacher, and you're meant to partner in all things in life. So by giving up, you're just creating more and more abandonment in your reality. You're creating more and more disappointment. It's safe to give yourself love through this disappointment, right? There's an excellent tool called the mirror exercise. I have it linked in the description if you're interested in learning more about it. And know that these obstacles that you feel like you're facing on your own, you do not have to face them on your own. And obstacles are just temporary. They're just lessons for you to learn and move forward. Your twin flame is only reflecting to you all those places within you where you're not loving yourself fully yet. So as soon as you commit to fully loving yourself in those places, you will find that you open up communication, you open up more space for them in your life. And when you release this disappointed feeling, you will find that you have more space in your heart to receive more love from the divine. But first you need to make space for this in order to receive it. You cannot keep holding on to the grudges and expect that the love will pour in, because there is no space for it if you're still holding on to that. The 7 of Wands is also about feeling like you're in competition, perhaps with another person, or perhaps even with the universe in general, like it's you against the entire world. But that is just an illusion. It's safe to persevere and keep following your heart and move forward with that. Yes, you can claim your power, and yes, you can stand your ground here and just express your truth. If you desire to be with this person, then it's safe to keep moving forward with that. Because giving up only produces more misery than just staying and persevering and committing to love yourself. Because at the end of the day, this journey is not only about having a romantic partner that is 100% compatible to you, right? It's also about loving yourself, having a relationship with the divine. It's about your ascension journey and your life purpose. So by giving up on this journey, you're giving up on yourself and all those beautiful blessings that are coming your way. You know, they're on the other side, exactly, but there is this, you know, big fence over here that is preventing you from seeing all those blessings. But it's up to you to tear down that fence and see those blessings that you already have in your life and the blessings that are incoming, because I think that there are a lot of blessings in store for you. It's really interesting how this card came out. There's the Queen of Coins, who's just abundant in all those blessings, all this gold, all these delicious foods around her. She's just in a very relaxed state. She feels really blessed by the universe. And then there's this fence in the middle, and the disappointment on the other side. So if you're wallowing in your disappointment and the expectations of how it should have been, or why are things not moving the way I want them to, you're preventing yourself. You're putting up a block here between seeing your abundance, seeing how loved you are by the universe already. You no longer have to feel unsupported. You can choose to claim your support right now, and the divine will answer. And you will feel it in your heart what your next step is here. The next cards I have for you are from the Romance Angels deck, so let's see. Worth waiting for, and heart-to-heart conversations. In divine truth, there's no such thing as waiting for something. You are never asked to sit around and wait. You can claim you're good right now, because there's no such thing as time in divine truth. However, this is also about releasing the waiting energy that perhaps you believe you need to wait for them to come back to you, but there is no such thing, because you and your twin flame choose as one. So it's safe to release the waiting energy and choose to come back to yourself right now. Choose to love yourself right now. And also be honest with yourself. What about the situation doesn't feel good? And it's safe to be honest about your feelings. It's safe to go into these uncomfortable places in your heart and love yourself there. Because this is the way forward. It's with love, not with avoidance. And as soon as you commit to loving yourself in every moment, you will find that the road opens up. So there's no need to wait anymore. There's no feeling of stagnation. There's no disappointment. And you can also choose to release the struggling energy. This journey is meant to be a flow. It's not meant to be you swimming upstream. The worth waiting for card is also a reminder that this is really worth it. This is the most important journey you will take in your life, because it's about your ascension, right? So no matter what the challenges are right now, they're so worth it, because you get your heaven on earth at the end of your healing. You know, there's nothing that is more important than this feeling of unity that exists on the other end of this healing. The feeling of being connected to the universe, to your life purpose, to the divine, and by extension, your twin flame. So it is not in vain to keep up with your healing. It's not in vain to keep following your heart. You're meant to follow your heart. There's a reason why it feels so bad not to follow your heart, because this is meant to be your compass in moving forward. The last two cards I have for you are from the Work Your Light Oracle, and we have Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And no, wait, postpone, pause, and say no. So Imrama, it means journey, right? And it has to do with a very sacred spiritual journey. This is not just a casual relationship that you have with your twin flame. It's an eternal relationship, and you're building a strong foundation. So, you know, you've heard the phrase Rome wasn't built in a day, so sure, your healing might take a bit, you know? And it's always perfect for you. It's never taking too long or too little. The divine knows you perfectly, and this is also in your hands, right? So the more you choose to numb out to your feelings and wait for something outside of you to come and resolve your situation, the more you're stalling. This is something you have power over. You have control over this. You choose how fast or how slow you want your healing to be, and how fast or how slow you want your journey to be. By committing to healing every block as it arises right now, no matter what, you're moving very fast. And you'll get there much quicker than if you keep postponing and waiting, as with a no card, right? The more reluctant you're to love yourself, the more you postpone your blessings, your good. But when you choose to move forward with a brave heart, knowing that this is your divine birthright, then you will see that things shift around very quickly. It's okay to welcome change. It's very safe, actually. You're not meant to live a stagnant life. You're always meant to be growing as a divine being. So it's safe to release the postponing energy. It is safe to release the disappointing energy. There is a lesson in everything. And your twin flame loves you. Your twin flame desires you. All you need to do is do your own part of the healing. And they do theirs because you choose as one. And this is how you come together. So there's no reason to get disappointed. It's safe to trust the divine and the divine's plan for your life. And again, this is a sacred journey over here. It's a deep journey. It's not just some random trip, right? It's not something casual. It runs very deep. It's all the way to the core. And this is about healing wounds that have been there for lifetimes, perhaps. So it's safe to take it one step at a time. It's safe to release the frustration energy. And assure yourself, work from a place of knowing that your good is there. Nobody can take this from you. As with, the Seven of Wands. There's no competition here. There's no one waiting to just snatch your twin flame out of your hands. This is all in your hands. And there is a very tested process to get you into union. It's very easy, actually. And it's up to you how fast you want to move through this. Union is up to you. It doesn't come as a result of external circumstances. So it's all within your heart. The moment you release the postponing energy, the competition energy, this burdened energy, and choose for it to be light and easy, then you will find that indeed the universe respects your choice, honors your choice, so it will be light and easy. So this is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings and other juicy content. I also offer personal readings and one-on-one coaching to help you on your twin flame journey. So if you'd be interested in that, feel free to check out the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!